UK is a failed society. Now, recently they ranked the UK amongst the different states in America. They ranked it amongst GDP, and it came back that the UK would be, if it was a state, it would be the poorest state in America. Poorer than Mississippi, poorer than all the other hillbilly states there are, which is super embarrassing. Now, that gets me thinking. Listen, the UK has many, many problems. Now, I'm not going to get super political in this. The UK has many, many problems right now. But one of the biggest problems is the mentality of all English people. All English people, I'm not saying all, listen, I'm not like this and I'm English. And I will say this as well. I'm grateful to be English. I'm proud to be English. I'm happy that I'm English. The UK is a great place to be born into. Good passport, good logistics, good accent, good everything, right? Good language, good education. Education actually not that great. But the one thing we don't have is ambition. Now, if I'm going to compare the UK against America, I'm Team UK every single time, right? But America, the best part about America is the American dream. Get up and go make $1 million, get into Hollywood, you can do it, right? That's amazing, right? Now in the UK, if you have an idea, if you want to pursue something, if you want to pursue a business, if you want to pursue a brand, if you want to do anything that's kind of outside the mold, you're shamed for it. People laugh at you. And not just random people, but friends and family won't even support you. They want you to do the safe option, which is get a job, and that job has an embarrassingly low salary. You're expected to go to university for 4 years and then get a job for 30 grand a year and be grateful for it. And it's just insane. And I don't think people really understand. In the UK, we kind of live in a bubble where if you don't go out and if you don't speak to people from different countries and different cultures, and if you don't travel, you think it's normal. Well, listen, to all the fellow Brits who are watching this, it's not fucking normal, right? You're better than 30 grand a year. You're better than 50 grand a year. And 100 grand a year isn't a good salary. The fucked up part is, it is a good salary in the UK, but it shouldn't be, right? You're going to say goodbye to most of that in taxes. You're going to try and rent a place in London, which, by the way, you have to do with a partner. You can't do it on your own, right? And then you're going to get stabbed, let's be real, right? And if you're a woman, you're going to get raped. Again, I said I wouldn't get political, but that's just the truth of it. Now, listen, I'm not going to shit on London completely. There's many, many benefits of living in London. It's a great city. It used to be a really, really great city. It still has the after dew, if that's a real word. I don't know. It's got there is greatness still there, right? And there is still greatness left in the UK. There's still great people here. But the great people are a dying breed. And the normal people, the regular people, are fucking depressed. And I don't blame them, because they work their whole lives for a measly salary. Now, I've been very, very blessed to have, started my first business when I was 17, 18 years old. I kind of got out into the world. By the time I was 19, I was working with people from all over the world, right? I got a job in an agency, and I had met people from Canada, from Hong Kong, from America, and I saw what the world was like. I had ambition. From 19 years old, I was chasing a 6-figure salary, right? From that kind of age, I knew there was more out there than just earning 28 grand a year, living in, Manchester, or sharing a house share in somewhere in a shitty part of London, right? From a young age, I knew there was more out there because I had that experience. But a lot of people don't. And they go to university because everybody else does. And they spend 3 years drinking and giving each other diseases, right? And then they graduate uni, they're 23, 24 years old, they go out into the workforce, and suddenly this job they can get has the same salary as a regular job that you didn't need uni for, you didn't need a degree for. And they're earning minimum wage, and minimum wage in the US is very different from minimum wage in the UK. Minimum wage in the UK is an accepted thing. If you go to, how crazy is this? You spend 3 or 4 years at university and you'll still get a minimum wage job. And when I say minimum wage, I don't mean McDonald's or fucking KFC. I mean an actual job in marketing or sales or the sciences, or whatever fucking job normal people get, which is insane. Now, to the US mind, now I'm not American, but I know a lot of Americans, they're thinking that's fucking crazy, which it is. But British people have accepted this fact that we just live in a state of poverty. You know, I think I saw another stat recently that was, I think 40% of people, I'm not sure the exact percentage, but between 40 and 50% of people in their 20s in the UK have less than £1,000 in their savings. And that number doesn't go down much when you get older. In your 30s, I believe it's like 35% of people have less than £1,000 in their savings. If you said that to an American, they go, what the fuck? Now, obviously, there's a lot of people living paycheck to paycheck in the US too, but it's way more looked down upon. It's looked down upon as like, oh my God, I'm in debt, I've got to get out of debt, I'm living paycheck to paycheck and I'm depressed, and it's kind of looked as like a depressive thing. In the UK, it's normalized. Everybody lives paycheck to paycheck here. Everybody has no savings. Everybody's a fucking pathetic loser. And listen, I've been in the UK this time around for 3 weeks. It's the longest I've been in the UK since, this year. I'm leaving again in a few weeks, and I fucking can't wait to get out. Because all everybody does here is complain. Now, again, I'm complaining right now, so I know it doesn't make sense. But I'm complaining about people complaining, so I'm allowed to do that, alright? But realistically, yeah, I'm not even sure the point of this video. I just wanted to come on here and rant a bit because it pisses me off that it doesn't piss me off that there's a problem, because obviously countries and cities and people and culture, they go down these routes, but you can't accept it. And we've accepted it. As a nation, we've accepted this depressing state, this innate poverty that you're kind of born into. And if you do have the ambition, if you do have the ideas to get out of it and go live a better life, whether it's in a different country, earning more money, doing your own thing, trying new ideas, people will laugh at you, people will mock you, and they'll look down upon you for thinking you're better than them. And let me give a message to anybody who's kind of going through this right now: you are better than them. Fuck them, seriously. If nobody is about you for wanting a better life, fucking cut them off. And it's that quote, I'm not sure if it's an Alex Hormozy quote or it comes from somewhere else, but he said, people want you to do good, but not better than them. And that couldn't be true. That couldn't be more true. Fucking can't get my words out, but it couldn't be more true. People will say, yeah man, I'll support you, that's cool. But the minute you start doing better than them, you get hated on. Suddenly you're cocky, suddenly you're arrogant. I love the UK, but also fuck the UK.